where advice meets action, with programs to spark your growth, lift your spirits, and help you rise into your potential. Rise awakening, hear the call, through the static, we break the wall. Your station, your voice where dreams awaken and climb. Rise awakening, now is the time. Rise Awakenings, let's rise together.
Ash on our clothes. We walked out of hunger. We followed a ghost. High in the bright sky, feather and bone. The eagle went forward. Step by broken step, we found how strong we are. Arm on a shoulder, voices rough but clear. Guided by the eagle, we carried each other here. Old scars were speaking, names we once cursed. As one. Oh, the fire in our circle looks like the sun. Oh, we know each heartbeat. We know each face. The road made us a people. Became our place. Guided by the eagle, home from Red River.
It's Brindlewolf and Diane, so listen up if you can. Yeah, journey with them
Welcome
today.
To the first episode of
They help you find
Phoenix
your
Talks,
way.
podcast.
Oh.
Diane and I are going to be bringing
Mental
to you.
wellness is the
And we're going to be
topic of
talking
the hour.
about
Mental
various different
health and the
topics
power
that we
to tap into
decided we're going to talk
alignment
about.
will lead to a refinement. Phoenix Talks, a show like you've never seen. Phoenix Talks, awareness that has never been. Phoenix Talks with Brindlewolf and Diane. Phoenix Talks, so tune in if you can, as they help us to transform and find refuge from the storm. Because all the branches they will climb for you, just in the nick of time. With Brindlewolf and Diane, Phoenix Talks, so tune in if you can, as they help us to transform and find refuge from the storm. Because all the branches they will climb for you, just in the nick of time. Because they have a lot to say. Yeah, you'll feel different in every way. Oh, in alignment they have flown. Your transformation will be shown. Phoenix Talks, a show like you've never seen. Phoenix Talks, awareness that has never been. Phoenix Talks, with Brindlewolf and Diane. Phoenix Talks, so tune in if you can. With Brindlewolf and Diane. Phoenix Talks, so tune in if you can.
Sorry, guys. I uploaded the wrong version. That's not the real version.
Teaser.
Right? Right? I know. I'm so sorry. Welcome, everybody, to Phoenix Talks. Can you guess what we're talking about?
Who's had enough?
Who's had enough? Lord, I've had enough. I've had enough of this computer today. Oof. Enough is enough, girl.
I'm telling you, enough is enough.
I'm actually going to grab the actual version, and after you tell us why you want to talk about this today, then I will play the
The
real-
enough is enough song.
Yes.
So the reason why, because honestly, the last few weeks I feel like have been seamlessly one topic after another, like a great follow up to the previous week, and I feel like we needed to talk about when is enough enough. How do we know when enough is enough? How do we navigate through when we feel like enough is enough?
Right.
When do we get sick and tired of our own shit?
Oh, ain't that the truth?
So that's kind of, I feel like it's the right time to talk about that so that the previous shows that we've been doing and topics we've been talking about have assistance, because sometimes we just need to get sick and tired of our own shit.
We really do. And it's not the easiest thing to admit to. It's not the easiest thing to get to.
Mhm.
I hope I'm downloading the right one this time.
And I have no access to the chat, by the way. So hi, everyone. I can't see anything that's happening in the chat. It won't let me
Oh, no.
see.
Is it doing that again?
It is. Listen, I've had enough of that shit.
Oh, I know. Yes. Tell me about it.
I feel like the last few weeks we've all been like reaching that state of I can't do this anymore. And
Right.
I feel like that's a collective thing because, you know, whatever's going on planetarily, astrologically, in our own personal lives, there's this energy of like, you know what? I'm getting tired of this shit. There's a lot of that collectively happening. So
Yep.
this feels appropriately timed. And we all need help navigating through, because sometimes we don't listen to the people telling us, oh, you look tired, you seem exhausting. Oh no, we're not exhausted. No, we're this. And then you push through. Meanwhile, you should have stopped like 10 tasks ago.
Yeah. All right. Let's try this again.
Let's try it.
And this will help me get into the mood more because I'm completely distracted from that. But here is
Take
the
two.
actual version. Here's the actual version of enough is enough. Can't do this. Where is the light? Where is the bliss? Hiding a feeling I wouldn't really miss. Breaking down, feeling lost. Sacrificing spirit at what cost? Screaming inside, enough is enough. Can't do this anymore. Trapping my emotions behind a locked door. Feeling tension, need release. Put my spirit back at ease. Back at ease. Guilt to shame, doubt to fear. Tell them what they wanna hear. Emotions buried, afraid of being seen. Resentment building of what could have been. The pressure builds. Enough is enough. Can't do this anymore. Trapping my emotions behind a locked door. Feeling tension, need release. Put my spirit back at ease. Back at ease. The more that's carried, dreams that we don't choose, an ever-growing burden one day we have to lose. Shaking like a bottle, explosive is the shout. There's got to be a better way out. It's time to say enough is enough. Done with guilt. Can't do this anymore. Done with shame. Trapping my emotions. Can't let them go behind a locked door. Unlock the peace. Feeling tension. Release. Put my spirit back at ease. Free up the space. You can make it through. Release the pressure and come back to you. There you go.
That was awesome. And I love that the very last line was release the pressure and come back to you.
Yeah.
Oh, because that's what it's all about, isn't it?
It is. It totally is. And because how long do we hold on to stuff and just
Right.
refuse to let it go?
Right. How long do we maintain unhealthy habits because we refuse to do something different and we hang on to those old stories? Those old stories relived over and over and over and over again. And we're not moving ourselves forward.
No.
We're not giving ourselves a chance to heal, especially with our physical bodies. How many times do we limit ourselves? Aren't we sick and tired of feeling sick and tired?
Yeah, kind of.
maybe, just maybe, instead of overextending ourselves in places that are not aligned, we motivate ourselves through what is, especially when it's challenging.
Mhm.
But in order to be motivated to do especially what is challenging but aligned, we got to be sick and tired of our own shit. It's part of the human condition, apparently.
You know, one of the biggest things that I teach when I am talking to people about wanting to change, if you haven't reached the level of enough is enough, you're not
Mhm.
going to change.
That's true. That's the truth. And I think that's
And
a reality that we need to talk about and why we have this topic tonight.
right, because people have heard me say that have followed me, listened to me for a couple years now. They hear me say, when you find your want to want, and the looks that I get, I know that I can't actually see many of them because, I'm on screen and they're in the chat or they're just listening, but I can see the looks that they're giving me of, what the hell do you mean want to want? What does that actually mean? It means that you have reached the level of enough is enough. I can't deal with this anymore. I have to. Because you can want to stop being depressed. You can want to quit drinking. You can want to leave a job.
But you can't live in the want. The want is only to get the wheels spinning, to get the
That part.
momentum flowing. You still have to move on. And I think that's where the enough is enough lights the fire, throws fuel onto the fire so that we can get ourselves to actually do, no matter how small those steps are.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, what does enough look like? Are we acknowledging and noticing when we're fatigued, when we're feeling drained? Are we acknowledging and noticing when we say yes to too many things that we didn't mean to? Sometimes it happens accidentally.
I mean, it's, I don't know if I should talk about this or not, but the very recent change that happened in the network
Hmm.
was a result of enough is enough.
Yeah.
And as much as it leaves a void, and this is now, see, this is one reason right here that I'm about to talk about that prevents people from finding that enough is enough, is the guilt over a void,
Hmm.
the guilt of obligation
Hmm.
that will hold a person in a place that their heart is no longer in.
Yes.
So, how far do you have to go in a situation before you realize you're not supposed to be there? It's not healthy for you. It's not, your heart's not in it.
Right.
And
I.
there's no guilt being alluded to here towards, and we all know who I'm talking about,
Mhm.
but there's no guilt that I'm attempting to extend because I love that this revelation was made and followed through. I am so full of mixed emotions about the entire thing right now, but the one that I hold on to is pride, because the example that was set is one that can expand,
Those are hard shoes to fill. That's all I gotta say.
right?
It sucks when one of the team members retire. But there's so much love there and pride and just joy
Yes.
overall. But that isn't enough is enough kind of thing. The body keeps score, and if we're not allowing ourselves to release our own jail cell of false sense of obligation and responsibility. The only obligation and responsibility we have is to ourselves. We are our most important relationship. And that's a circle back to a few topics ago. We are our most important relationship. So why do we have to wait? And this is not a shame question. This is a question that we need to ask ourselves so that we can determine where our actual parameters are, not where we've pushed ourselves beyond our parameters. Okay. So why do we push ourselves too much? Do we feel a sense of obligation? Do we feel responsible? Do we feel like it's our job to? Do we feel like we don't have a choice because? What stories are we telling ourselves that keep us draining ourselves and depleting ourselves because we're off our path and not in alignment with what we can be doing for ourselves in this moment because we're overextending ourselves in a chapter of our lives that it's okay that we feel fulfilled in and we feel it's time to move on with. So we do this as people. We overextend ourselves in ways that is detrimental to our overall health and well-being. And we need to catch ourselves before that time, because usually that's when enough is enough. The idea is not to get to that point where enough is enough, whilst also being at a place of enough is enough. So what I mean by that is we're erasing that old line that was way too far out of bounds and actually putting it somewhere realistic.
Yeah.
Make a new parameter, draw a new line in the sand for yourself instead of pushing yourself to old paradigms and old too far, old too much. That puts you in a space of I'm responsible for myself and obligated to take care of my needs first. Okay? We don't want to get to where enough is enough. Sometimes we need it though. Sometimes it's got to go like this. And we have to go through some horrible, horrifying things in order to make us decide, I never want to experience that again. So sometimes we need to feel the weight of and the damage of enough is enough, and then have to navigate our way out of it so that we really are sure we don't want any more of that. Right? Without the guilt, without the shame, without the false sense of obligation and responsibility.
And, when you're pushing yourself really hard on accomplishing something, and in order to finish, you have to force yourself to finish because there's exhaustion, there's hunger, there's lack of energy. The motivation is kind of depleting simply because you're tired. That's one thing. That's on a whole different level from what we're talking about. What we're talking about is when you are having to force yourself, period, to get out of bed, to go and get ready, to do that task. And every time you do, you feel like you're losing a piece of your spirit, your sanity, and you just can't do it. But you're forcing yourself to out of loyalty, obligation, but you don't wanna.
So what's oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's all right. You interrupted and thought went.
I'm sorry.
It happens. It's all good.
Oops. What stories are you telling yourself to convince yourself that you have more left in you? How are you justifying circumstances? In what ways are you making excuses for and rationalizing things in your experience instead of being incredibly honest with the idea that maybe this is enough and this is my actual problem. I don't want it to be my problem, but what if this is my problem? And this is something that we have to be aware of in every aspect of our life. Is it a romantic dating situation? Is it a job situation? Is it a housing situation? You know, is it a whatever? You decide in your life where you're overextending yourself and what stories and lies you're telling yourself to keep yourself obligated and loyal to whatever it is.
If your heart is in it, you love doing what you do, you find it. You find the energy and you find the way to get it done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you love yourself, you find a way to express yourself. It doesn't matter how you feel about others. If you love yourself and you speak compassionately to yourself, guess what you're going to do to others?
Yep.
If you brag about being compassionate to somebody else, I'm going to call you out. Because you're not. If you have to brag, nope. Oh, look how nice I'm being to you. No, that's narcissistic manipulation bullshit. Enough of that.
You know, I do discovery calls because I need to see if folks have reached their place of enough is enough. Because if I still hear any inkling and feel any inkling of, I'm not done with this yet, I'm going to continue on with what I'm doing and I just need to vent to somebody. I ain't for you. The enough is enough is what's needed for change. And Micah said that in the beginning. And I'm going back to it because I feel as though it's the message that we want to drive home. Change is not going to happen unless you choose to change. You choose to treat your body differently. You choose to treat your mind differently. You choose to feel differently. And you choose to honor your nervous system. You choose to rest when your body needs it. You choose. Sometimes it's you choose is not that simple because of life circumstances. So you could still choose to take a baby step towards and radically accept the situation as the reality it is, with the energy of, I'm going to help myself in whatever way I can every day with whatever I have the capacity to do. And that is loving myself and applauding yourself for that. So navigating through that has to happen in order for you to make solid, long-lasting change. You're never going to implement new habits if it's like, maybe tomorrow. And if that's still where you're at, you haven't had enough of your own shit yet. You're not sick and tired of yourself yet. You haven't triggered yourself enough. And that could be in any aspect of life. Any aspect of life. And that's one thing that I think that we also don't realize is that it's okay in any aspect of life, even in parental situations. As adult children of trauma, how many of us said enough is enough with our parents?
I wondered when we were going to segue there. If you weren't, I was. And this isn't true for all parents and children relationships. So I haven't had that level of experience in totality. The people that are in my life, I haven't said enough is enough about. The family members that I no longer associate with, yep, enough is enough. Done. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
And it's difficult, especially if there is such a bond and need to maintain a relationship with parents. If that bond and need are there for any reason, then the enough is enough is only going to build inside and will turn toxic inside and manifest inside in unhealthy ways. And
Mhm.
your body is going to start working against you. I'm looking specifically at a few people that I know that need to hear that message as I say this. If you are maintaining a relationship with your parents, your boss, your friends, whatever, and you're not listening to what your body and your mind and your heart is telling you, you will get sick.
Mhm. It's all that cortisol we dump into our systems because our nervous system is engaged, because we understand that we're carrying extra weight and our needs are not being met and we're not being taken care of. But who's doing that to us? We are, because we're not speaking up for ourselves. So here's
As my
the good
throat
news.
is all clogged up.
Can't make this shit up.
Nope.
So the good news is when you do reach an enough is enough place, you start to play around with trying on new boundaries, saying new things, speaking in ways that you've never spoken before to certain people, uh, getting rid of things in your life, distancing yourself from some people. Things start to shift and move when you realize you've had enough. So enough is necessary for change, but what we need to learn how to do for our own, to make it easier on ourselves through our growth and evolution, because it doesn't have to be that hard. And I want to just say that it doesn't really have, like, our jobs, Micah and I, our jobs is to teach you how to navigate through your experience so that you navigate through it with love and compassion, which means that you're not going to have to reach the points of enough is enough, because your tolerance level for bullshit is going to get really, 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 really small. So you won't get to that point of overextension. You won't get to that point of um, betraying your own needs and self-neglect. You won't get to that point of false sense of obligation, responsibility, that kind of thing, because you're going to catch yourself and you're going to tell yourself, and then you're going to set boundaries with of yourself way, way, way sooner than you would have in the past. So we don't have to deplete ourselves completely and make ourselves sick. Our nervous system doesn't have to scream at us. So it's the awareness of where your boundaries realistically fall, where your parameters realistically fall. So your homework is going to be to pay attention to where your actual lines need to be drawn, not where they're actually drawn, where they need to be drawn, because that's going to be what's most healthy and beneficial to you. And hey, listen, sometimes we don't get it right the first try. That's, how do we know unless we try? We can only guesstimate where we should draw a line. Sometimes, well, that didn't feel right either. Let me try over here.
Yeah.
You have to be able to ebb and flow with yourself too. But we don't want to keep getting ourselves sick. We want to navigate through life peacefully.
And how many times, okay, a professional at what I'm about to ask is going to ask you a question. How many times have you held on to things that you wanted to say, didn't say, swallowed them because you didn't want to create any friction? You just swallowed it, kept going about what you were doing, and you happened again, swallowed it, kept going about what you were doing, happened again, swallowed it, and on and on and on. And then one day, that enough is enough trigger, the wrong way, goes off.
The wrong way.
You know what I call it? I call it kitchen sinking because I used to be that bad of holding on to things. Something would get under my skin. Oh, okay, whatever. And I put it away. Then something else would get under my skin and put it away. Then, and everything came out that I'd been holding on to because of one tiny little thing.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, to this day, there are people who view me a certain way, thinking that I'm kind of an asshole.
I used to be like that. I used to be a let me hold it in because I want to keep the peace kind of a person, and not let me betray my own needs and then get resentful and annoyed with the person who has no idea what my needs are because I'm not communicating them. Or maybe I attempted to communicate them, but they can't hold space for it. And so I silenced myself until I couldn't take anymore. And then it's a reaction. I don't do that anymore. So now I tell you, as you make a wrong assumption or as you say something to me, I'm going to add context. I'm going to tell you where I stand. I'm going to share with you my exact perspective in this now. If you don't receive that and it continues and continues and continues, well, I will make the decision to say, enough is enough. I've communicated my needs. I've communicated who I am. If you are still projecting your perspective and expectation of who you've decided I am onto me, I'm going to draw the line. Then we're not aligned. We're not having the same experience and we're not in the same reality. And that's a healthy enough is enough, because I'm very highly aware now that I'm doing my part with making sure that I'm not betraying myself. And what I'm feeling, that resentment and frustration, it's because they're not receiving what I'm setting down. And although they agreed to it, because I can't admit, listen, if you tell me straight out, yeah, that don't work for me, okay, sayonara. That's cool. But if you agree to it and it doesn't happen, then I will very politely and respectfully tell you, this is not aligned for me.
Right.
And that's where we want to be. We want to be in that like relaxed state of being. We've all been there, Michka. That's
right. Bubble Kittens has a question in the chat that I'm going to get to in just a sec, because if people have been following me over on Facebook and TikTok recently, you'll notice that there's a bit of a change in some of what I've been talking about, which is in line with the conversation tonight. I'm not going to pursue during this show fully this line of thought, but on a not just an internal level, but take everything that we're talking about and put it on a national level. This is as far as I'm going to take it. And when is enough enough? When is it going to be? And that is a question that inside can only be answered.
Truthfully. There's that self-honesty piece in every aspect of your existence and every belief system that you hold and that you carry.
Yep.
You got to be honest with yourself. And you got to question yourself. Like, do I really feel this way? Why do I feel this way? Where did I get this decision from? How does it make me feel? Do I feel like something's off with it in my soul, but I'm not sure what it is? Can't put my finger on it? Put a tick mark on it and save it for later.
How's it working for me?
How's it working for me?
So with that, how do you get the nervous system to chill the fuck out?
Pause. Hit the pause button first. Always hit the pause button when you feel your nervous system in that fight or flight mode. Okay? Or freeze or fawn or whatever. You need to hit the pause button and get back into your heart-centered space. And a lot of times that's just literally taking a breath. That's a slow breath. When you consciously aware of your breath, you give yourself an opportunity to check in with your body. Pause for the cause. That's right. Check in with yourself. Validate what's happening. Self-validation is key to moving through how to relax your nervous system. I got you, nervous system. I could feel that we're feeling like this right now. Okay, I got you. We're okay. We are safe. We don't need to be tense, and breathe into relaxing those spaces and places in your body that have tensed up, and remind yourself to the slowing of the breath helps you with regulating your breath as well, because when our fight or flight kicks on, sometimes our breath gets all erratic. So controlling our breath first helps first. So validating, checking in with yourself, reminding yourself you're safe, and then moving through whatever the circumstances are.
And for anybody if you're out in public and you're having a nervous episode, but you don't want to draw any attention, you want to see something fun, really easy. Lift your right arm. You can do this while I'm telling you. Lift your right arm. Put your hand in your armpit, lower, and rest your right hand on your left shoulder. And then just breathe into it. And it can, ooh, I needed that too. I felt that. See, thank you for asking that question.
Somatic therapy. There's science behind somatic therapy, and our own touch and how that affects our nervous system. So do that research. Research breathing techniques. Research if you have an ice cube available. Sometimes shocking the nervous system brings it out of fight or flight, like putting an ice cube in cold spots, that kind of thing. There's so many different techniques out there. So thank you for bringing that up, Michka. That's a great one. Giving ourselves a proverbial hug, if you will. And learn as many as you can, or whatever resonates with you.
And Bubble Kittens just tried it. She was like, okay, that was wild.
Yeah.
And if you're paying attention, if you're giving yourself the grace to take that moment, paying attention to giving the body a break and listening to the nervous system, you will feel that immediate shift and release.
Yes.
And relaxation.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Michael's thinking that we're talking about straitjackets. Get your mind out of the psych ward. You're fine.
we put ourselves in a straitjacket proverbially when we overextend ourselves and betray our own needs. Right?
Just a little bit.
Symbolically, we do that to ourselves. We have to decide to break free from that.
Oh, yeah.
Funny you should say that, Michael.
We're all escape artists when it comes to getting away from what we've held on to.
Yeah. Speaking of escape artists, what habits are we using to escape? When are we sick and tired of our own bullshit? Because all we're going to do is complain about what's not lacking and all that scarcity and all that jazz. Why? Because we're engaging in habits that are unhealthy for us. Mm-hmm. We're escaping and avoiding. Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up.
And, I just saw in the chat asking me if I was good. I'll be honest. No, I'm not. But I love doing this, and I'm not having to force myself to have this conversation because it goes in line with how I'm feeling. Because there have been other instances this very week where it has made me realize just how much disdain I have for bullies. And enough is enough of tolerating that. And anybody who decides that they want to come at me about that, okay, goodbye, you're done with my life. Period. And I have no problem doing that anymore. Because I have tolerated it for far too long. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I have allowed myself to bury emotions, to come up in a negative way, and people to observe me out of my usual character. I've allowed that, and enough is enough.
Yeah. Only we can determine where our thresholds lie, and only we can decide, you know what? I'm really scrupulous now about every little bullshit detail. And you know what? I'm not going to tolerate that either. I'm not going to tolerate this either. And that sucks too. And you know what? This one belongs in the trash also. It's okay. You need to keep moving the bar for your self preservation and maturity and fulfillment, because you need to take care of yourself. You're only obligated to yourself, right? And your own personal growth and evolution. Sometimes we have circumstances that unfold around us that is part of an old energy, and that's going to trigger us in ways that brings up old habits and behaviors. So when that kind of stuff unfolds for us, we recognize them again as misaligned, and we have to feel the ick of it in order for us to decide, this is a whole new level of enough is enough. What do I really want in my experience? How do I not have stuff like this unfold? What do I need to examine about that to learn from it and move through it? We've had a lot of examples of that recently in a lot of different ways, even in our own personal lives.
I mean, this seems like a good moment to bring it up. We're in Pride Month.
Yeah. A movement created by Enough is Enough.
Yes.
I believe it was a Black trans person. I can't remember the details. I'm sorry. That it started with.
I know that the initial was at Stonewall.
Okay. But enough is enough. I mean, everyone deserves a right to live free, to live a joyful life publicly, without shame, without hiding, without being disrespected for existing. We all deserve to exist as we determine to be most aligned with our soul, with our spirit, with this human experience that we're having. Any kind of movement like that for civil rights is enough is enough. This woman's movement. Happy Pride, by the way, for those of you out there. This woman's movement of enough of the being sexually abused, being objectified, being exploited, being used for labor, not being seen as human. And that's rampant in society because it's part of the programming. Okay, the LGBTQ plus community has been in ancient history. And so like whatever system is in place to maintain dominance and ostracize and ridicule oppressed groups. They are the oppressors. So we as a collective, the more we say enough is enough for what we are willing to tolerate in life, the more that enough is enough righteousness can extend outward into our community so that we can show up more as a safe space for all those around us. So we really have to work on ourselves in order to hold space for everyone around us. We have to be open to educating and expanding ourselves. That means we can't keep tolerating the same crap over and over again. That keeps us stifled, oppressed, and small. No more playing small.
If you don't believe you matter, you're right. If you believe you can't, you're right. You believe you're small, you're right. I don't care what height you are. You are what you believe.
And then you have to ask yourself, how does that belief influence your decisions, your choices, your experiences, your livelihood, your health and well-being? And which in essence is a lot of questions that fall into the category of how's that working for you? And that's the subcategories underneath that umbrella. So revisit all of that for yourself.
Are you what you observe or what you observe?
Good
Are
question.
you what you observe or are you what you observe?
Good question.
And if you're just listening on the radio, you're not going to realize what I was referring to. But if you are what you observe about the world and how the world views you, regardless of whether you're gay, straight, different race, belief system, different country, if you believe what everybody is saying about you, you're right. If you believe what's in your heart and you've had enough of believing what other people think you should be, then be that. Be you.
Because your soul is screaming at your human self who's trying to make others happy and trying to make yourself small and likable. Because really, we don't get to the enough is enough if we're authentically aligned with who we are. And even when we are authentically aligned with who we are, we're going to have those moments, but we'll know it's enough because we've already been showing up authentic and aligned. Then it's a matter of discernment of resonance and not I'm at my extreme and I'm draining myself.
People who know me closely know when I've buried things and release. And it's not a pleasant experience for anyone involved, myself included. I remember one time that I had held so much in. Oh, wait, we've talked about this. I didn't have to wait for my body to cause me any physical pain and issue because I had let it build up so much at such a toxic level that I punched a wall. And then with another person, not too long after, screamed at them so hard that I nearly stroked from the stress of it. Felt my temperature immediately rise as if I had COVID at that moment. Is it worth holding on to that? Is it worth continuing in a situation that you know is unhealthy for you? Is it worth it to continue a belief system within yourself that you know goes against everything in your heart? Is it worth it? Because we see mortal actions taken when somebody has had enough, outwardly or inwardly.
Mm-hmm.
So when is your enough enough? When are you going to find that want to want?
Yeah. So the idea is to catch when you're getting to your enough is enough stage. You don't want to make it all the way there. It's not necessary. You want to stop it sooner. And so that's going to mean taking inspired actions, changing your thought patterns, changing your belief systems. That's what that's going to mean. And it's going to mean even just making small tweaks, small adjustments make such huge strides. You'd be shocked at how tiny little adjustments make huge strides.
Yeah.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, this is the beginning of Rise Radio networks, right? This is the very beginning. It's just the first, it's not even been 5 years yet, or you know what I'm saying? It's a baby, it's in an infancy stage. And so change is the only thing that's constant. ironically. That might be the only true definition of irony right there.
Especially this week.
And we have to change in order to grow, in order to evolve, in order to mature. And so this being part of this radio station in its infancy and watching it grow and evolve and blossom is absolutely breathtaking. And the founders and the examples that are set by the founders will carry this forward through time as it evolves with our audience members. And by the way, I'm just going to throw this out here because I know we're getting close to the end anyway. We are looking for podcasters and
Absolutely.
DJs for Rise Radio.
Absolutely. And supporters.
Now's your time.
We're also looking for supporters
Yes.
to help the radio keep going.
Yes.
Because it does take a lot of work. It does take a lot of effort, and can't do it without that support. I don't like asking. I've never been comfortable asking for financial support from people.
Right.
But we are at a point right now, in order to keep Rise Radio on the radio, we need your support.
We do. We do. And you know what, Micah, you and I talked about, I'm throwing this out here on the air. Gosh, we didn't talk about this beforehand. Don't kill me.
That's okay. I've done it to you. Go ahead.
We've talked about like creating some sort of a fundraiser thing where whoever wins gets a session with either one of us kind of thing. Or like a half an hour with each one of us for free or something. So we were thinking of doing something like that to try to help drive up enough to cover the cost of the station itself, because these things get paid for.
Anyone, I'm going to finish your statement because I'm the boss and I get to make those decisions. So anyone who donates over on the website, which the link will be at the end of the show, and also in the description. But anyone who donates $75 or more will get a half hour to an hour reading with either one of us. You'll get to choose which one of us you would like a session with as a thank you. And we're also talking about anyone who does a $15 subscription, that will have a raffle, and some lucky winner will get a free reading from one of us. So that's something that we're throwing into the mix for fundraising to keep Zeno going and to keep Rise Radio Networks healthy.
Yeah. I just show up and talk. Micah does all the work behind the scenes. Carrie was doing all the work, her part. So Michael and you've been doing an amazing job of making us expand with all the technical.
Oh my gosh.
Too technical for me to even put words out because I don't know technical stuff.
Oh my gosh, yes. The website that Michael has designed for us for Rise Radio Networks, Embers of Light, is just incredible. You can do a one-time donation over there. You can subscribe over there. You can watch the shows on Twitch. You can listen to them on Zeno. You can go into the chat room and listen while you chat. There is merchandise that's probably going to shift soon. So if you're interested, go and take a look now before we have any changes that I haven't seen yet coming. So,
and there's links for each of us to reach each of us there.
Yes.
It's all there, and what an incredible job. So, I mean, I love this little, I would say, like, for this topic, this enough is enough topic, I think that Rise Radio Networks is setting the example of what it looks like to evolve and what it looks like to go through the growing pains of things falling away that weren't resonating or aligned, revolving staff, because obviously that's what happens when growth happens.
Yeah.
people retire, new people come on, however, none of this is paid. This is all from our own time and
Right.
energy. So that's why I'm especially grateful because I don't do any of the technical stuff. But I want everyone to walk away with understanding that you have the tools. We're giving you the tools. This radio network is giving you tools and opportunity to shine yourself, to exercise your own courage. So when you realize or recognize what aspects of your life you need to draw different lines in the sand in and navigate yourself to a healthier outcome instead of waiting until you've broken down completely, change is a choice. And I think that's what I want you to take away from it. Learn when your enough is, but learn where the actual line is so that you can choose to make a change before you deplete yourself completely, before you go into burnout, before you pushed yourself to beyond your extremes, and taking yourself off of your path. Okay. It's sometimes a hard decision, but it still needs to happen.
Remember the catcher's mitt?
Yeah.
The one right here? The one that just catches everything? You feel that trigger go off? When something happens around you and you have that feeling right in your sternum, quivers, expands, tightens. You know that feeling. Does that happen too often with a particular situation? Here's your sign.
Check in with yourself and go check out Limbers of Light.
Not sure what the topic is going to be next week, but thank you guys for tuning in. And apologies for any delays that we have had getting this out to Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, and Apple Podcasts. We have been in transition, so whenever you're hearing this, it's the exact moment you needed to. Tomorrow, we will be back with the core with our new third member, Michael J. Michael J is going to be taking over Carrie's spot on the show. I'm excited to see where that goes because we had such a fun time the last time that he joined us on the show.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, and that'll be at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then tomorrow night, he will be back on air for Defining Your Character, which is over on Zeno.fm, and that will be at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then Sunday.
Back on Sunday with the Bloom.
Well, you're on Monday with the Bloom. Sunday we have Mystic Miss with Amanda at 4 p.m. Eastern, and that'll be over on Zeno.fm. Or you can go and check out any of the shows. All of the show times are listed on the website embersoflight.net. It's really easy to find, really easy to subscribe. It's free too.
Yes.
It's free to subscribe to the website. If you want to add a little bit of donation here and there, thank you in advance. If you want to become a subscriber, thank you in advance. We appreciate you to help continue to support us so that we can keep going, growing, and as Michael said, blowing up.
Yes.
So you guys have an amazing night. In case you missed it the first time, gonna play Enough is Enough. Can't do this one more time to take us out. Have an amazing night. Love you guys. Love yourselves. And we'll see you next week. The light, where is the bliss? Hiding a feeling I wouldn't really miss. Breaking down, feeling lost, Sacrificing spirit at what cost? Screaming inside, enough is enough. Can't do this anymore. Trapping my emotions behind a locked door. Feeling tension, need release. Put my spirit back at ease. Back at ease. Guilt to shame, doubt to fear. Tell them what they wanna hear. Emotions buried, afraid of being seen. Resentment building of what could have been. The pressure builds. Enough is enough. Can't do this anymore. Trapping my emotions behind a locked door. Feeling tension, need release. Put my spirit back at ease. Back at ease. The more that's carried, dreams that we don't choose, an ever-growing burden one day we have to lose. Shaking like a bottle, explosive is the shout. There's got to be a better way out. It's time to say enough is enough. Done with guilt. Can't do this anymore. Done with shame. Trapping my emotions. Can't let them go behind a locked door. Unlock the peace, feeling tension, release. Put my spirit back at ease. Free up the space, you can make it through. Release the pressure and come back to you.
It's Brindlewolf and Diane, so listen up if you can. Yeah, journey with them today as they help you find your way. Oh, mental wellness is the topic of the hour. Mental health and the power to tap into our alignments.
Hey, this is Brindlewolf. You're listening to Rise Awakenings, part of the Rise Radio Network where advice meets action, with programs to spark your growth, lift your spirits, and help you rise into your potential. Rise Awakenings, hear the call. Through the static, we break the wall. Your station, your voice where dreams awaken and climb. Rise Awakenings, now is the time. Rise Awakenings, let's rise together.